fucking you degenerate!
So when I got this game on Christmas, just know my excitement transcended the space of time, okay? That's dramatic, but it's true. Like, I played the first one back in 2018 when I got it for Christmas then. Then I played the Miles Morales game in 2020 for Christmas. Now, in 2024 Christmas, I came back to do the same thing again. And look, I've been excited for this since the trailer dropped. And yes, it's been months, I know. When it got to the end and I heard Venom's voice, I knew everyone had to be losing their minds. Like, I remember thinking to myself back in 2018 that Venom at some point was going to make an appearance because those little sticky tentacles hit the glass, and I was like, okay. Like, he's showing up soon, and I don't know when, but he's showing up soon. My overall thought to the game was obviously, when do I get to fight Venom? But what are we doing with this man? I didn't know who Kraven was at the time. I was like, who is this talking? I didn't care about Kraven, I cared about Venom. Like, I want to beat Venom's ass. But then I had to beat Kraven's ass. But then I also had to beat Big Liz and Sandy Manny. And Peter Parker of all people. So I just knew that was going to happen, okay? But look, I don't even have that much footage to show you right now because I just don't have it. I stopped filming midway through because you've seen it. But look, I got some thoughts because it was a really good game, but it still came with its flaws that I just thought of. But it's still worthy of praise. So let's break down Spider-Man 2 before the girls. So let's break it down. Where does it start? Well, it all starts with Miles in school, and he's obviously stressed out about college. Peter is his new physics teacher, and all seems to be going well until, lo and behold, the Sandman, aka Marco, wants to get in his feelings due to his daughter and his other family issues. So I already finished Marco's side missions. It was pretty sad, but nonetheless, just a side mission that was pretty good. We get introduced to Kraven, who literally snaps the neck of a weak but obviously strong man that he doesn't seem to be fit, that he doesn't deem fit to be his right-hand man. Like, he literally just like this man's neck for no reason. He snaps his neck and shows he is looking for a person to be there so he can fight. Like, Kraven is crazy. Like, he's looking for a fight, and I don't even remember if he said why, but he's like craving for that fight. You see what I did there? Go through more missions, we meet more people, we play as both Miles and Peter, and I upgrade them both. Well, it's then where we meet Harry, after not seeing him for some time, and it's honestly wholesome with Peter and MJ rekindling their friendship. Him and Peter rekindled their brotherly friendship that they haven't had since Harry had to go away, and they both start reminiscing over their high school days, which is pretty cool for the game to include, since this Peter Parker Spider-Man story does start with him as an adult, so to see him young and as a teenager just getting his powers was pretty cool. But Peter, Harry, and MJ start to rekindle at the carnival. It's a little cute carnival day until everyone goes to poop because of the hunters, and as Peter's fighting them off, he needs help himself, and then it's revealed that Harry has this symbiote in him from the first game, the little tentacles, okay? He's using the tentacles to help Peter, and neither one of them can believe each other's profession. Superhero profession, supervillain profession, you know. It's Harry's first time being told that Peter is Spider-Man. Peter is obviously shocked because his bestie is a tentacle man now, but you know, besties do what besties do, they team up, which leaves Miles to the side. Peter didn't really know that he was leaving Miles to the side, but later on he ends up apologizing. Let me just add, Peter was doing it the whole game. There was plenty of times during the phone calls he would hang up on Miles when Harry called, acting like a little flaky friend, but you know, these dudes are gonna be dudes, like, okay. So let's put it short to this longest game. It took me 20 hours to do. Well, actually 2 weeks, I got sick. I know, long as time to finish a game. But let's start. MJ starts doing her little sneaky girl stuff again. She sneaks around too much, getting transported to Kraven's base. She sneaks around, finds more clues, and then the boys have to come to save her. Might I add, her missions I feel were better, but I'll get into that later. Peter gets stabbed, and Harry gives him the suit. The suit goes crazy, and Peter feels better. Peter's in the symbiote. Symbiote or symbiote? What do I want to say? I'm gonna say symbiote or symbot. Berlizzi.
Big black symbot, bro. Oh.
Peter's in the symbiote suit. Venom starts symbioting and venoming, and then we have Peter being a jackass. Peter fights Big Liz and treats Miles like he's a bitch, then treats MJ like a bitch, and then goes to the sewer to fight Big Liz once again. Peter then fixes him by giving him the serum and then starts to lose it because the suit is taking over his mind. Like a bitch.
Destroy us?
Oh, there's a lot of weird activities going on.
The fool has lost it. Everyone, and I mean everyone, is telling Peter, give the suit back, Harry needs it, he's literally dying. And Peter's like, nah, he don't need it. Peter goes crazy, MJ goes after him, he chases her in the tunnel, and he doesn't realize he's doing that, I don't know. Remember, it's taking over his head. Miles gets kidnapped by Craven's people and he has to fight Martin Lee because Craven has them in a death pit. You have a teenager in a death pit. You're a grown man. You're going to jail. Might add, Martin Lee, if you haven't seen the first game, he killed Miles' dad. He didn't really care either. But now I guess he does. He wants to be a better man. I don't know. Then we have Miles' mom is talking to Peter, asking him to go find Miles because he was literally kidnapped by Craven. And he catches an attitude with her. Like, I know Peter ain't got no mama, but to talk to her like that is crazy. I know he wasn't talking to Aunt May like that, but Miss Morales, being who she is and knowing her son is in danger, puts him in his place and is like, go help him. He'll help you. I want you to go help him now. But then he goes to find Miles, where he then finds the base. He fights Craven and wins, and then Miles has to fight Peter to get that suit off of him.
You still hold back.
Maybe you lack
Motivation. Now you're in for it. Yes. There you are.
The suit gets off, he apologizes to Miles for being a bitch, and Peter goes to meet with Harry. Harry breaks the container the symbiote was in, and Harry gets the suit again, turning into Venom. And you play as him. You're breaking backs, you're throwing motherfuckers like baseballs. You are doing Venom things as Venom. You are a villain doing villainous activities. I'm telling y'all, it is the craziest part of the game. Now this is where it gets crazy. Let me tell y'all. Harry, as Venom, literally kills Craven by biting his head off. He took a big chomp out that man's body and threw him on the ground. And he just goes off on his merry day. He's obviously in shock. He kind of came back because, you know, he was like, oh my gosh, I just ate a man's head. But he came back, was like, what am I doing? He runs to the graveyard where his mother is buried and he starts talking to it, right? Why does she start talking back, y'all?
We're going to heal the world.
how.
Let me show you.
She started talking back to him, and then the voices interchanged between his mother and Venom and his mother. And that's when you realize it's all in his head. They're about to take over the world. And so much happens that the tentacles start growing. And I'm like, what am I looking at? I think this is when I started getting sick because I was so confused. But he takes over New York, really, and they start turning people into symbiotes. Time flies, probably like a day or something. I don't know. This is when everybody's a symbiote in New York almost. And somehow MJ's not, but she's still alright. Harry comes by the house after Peter is currently looking for him, talking to MJ, talking about if you see him, don't be near him. He knocks on the door and she goes and is like, oh, you're here, as I'm on the phone with Peter telling me not to meet you. But he comes by the house talking to MJ and is waiting on Peter to come by to convince both of them to take over the world. Mind you, he has an alien in him. I'm not listening to you. So when Peter comes over and wants to like put a stop to everything, why does he turn MJ into Scream? Who the hell is Scream? The symbiote version of MJ. It was ridiculous seeing that scene. And guess what happens? The game makes you fight her as Peter. You have to beat up your girlfriend. You have to try to kill your boyfriend. I don't know. The game was ridiculous. Like, the last thing I expected was for MJ to turn into a symbiote, but turn into one that fights her little boyfriend. It's a crazy fight. Like, it goes into a subplot that I didn't really notice throughout the game until I looked back at it and realized she was going through it with her job and JJ. Like, maybe, I don't know. I just didn't really care at the time. Like, it was such a little subplot, but it was just MJ realizing her worth, and Peter does well when she helps out, and if JJ doesn't realize it, then somebody else, aka Peter, will. Now we're at the part where I think I truly forgot everything after this. Harry is Venom. It's the final boss fight with him and Peter. He beat me up multiple times, okay? Peter gets the suit off of Harry, but Harry's already fucked up enough where he goes back into his coma state he was in before. Peter hits Harry with an "I love you, brother." It was cute. It really was cute. Norman blames Spider-Man for his son's state and goes on a rampage and tells the scientists to get the G serum. The G serum? Set up for the next game? They ain't fooling nobody. They go home. Peter says he's stepping away from the Spider-Maning for a bit, and then Miles takes the reins, take care of New York for a while. And then an end credit scene happens. Norman meeting with Otto again in the jail, and then another end credit scene shows the man Miles' mom is dating, because that was a little conflict at one point, whose name I noticed on the subtitles was Albert Moon. And then he introduces his daughter Cindy, and the game didn't show her face. And so what did I do? I looked it up. I looked up Cindy Moon, and aka Silk Spider came up. I guess the third installment thickens. Another spider person. Let's see. So that's the story. Really good story. But let me tell you my favorite parts. The fact that they brought back Black Cat for a small time. It's probably my favorite cameo. Her part of the game was very fun. You're chasing her as Miles, and she's opening the portals because she stole Doctor Strange's scroll thingy. And that was pretty fun. You get to go through portals, and Miles is like, oh my gosh, magic is actually real. Duh. Look at the how do you think you have powers, motherfucker? Okay, but 2, let's see. I'll say the MJ parts of the game, mainly because they're 10 times better than her missions in the first game. So in the first game, you play as her and you move so slow. Her missions are so boring. You sneak here, you sneak there, you stun gun this dude. Like, I felt so bored when doing her stories because I really feel like they added it in for the, let's give the girls something to be a part of, but let's make it boring. If you want the girls to be a part of something, don't make it boring. Like, what are you doing? But in the second game, they changed it up. Made her run up on people, made her be able to shoot webs, had her face actual mutant villains. I liked it. I remember playing the part where she has to go after Peter, and I was thinking, these mechanics kind of feel like The Last of Us. Not to bring up another game, but like, come on now. Like, I may not be a developer, but the way her movements were acting and how fast I would have her run away from those robot tigers, it reminded me of me running away from the infected in The Last of Us. Like, sometimes you just gotta run from things, and that's what I was doing, because they would these tiger things would literally track her. And when I'd peek around the corner, it'd be right there standing. I'm like, okay, let me run away. Number 3 is the fact that she got turned into a villain and we had to go tit for tat with Peter. I mean, look, this is when I did get sick. I didn't pick it up for about a week, so I forgot the controls. So she beat my ass about 3, 4, 5 times. But let me say, I did not expect the sequence of events to go that way. Harry turning her into a symbiote, it getting to her mind, and Peter trying to get MJ out of it faster but can't because she's a strong bitch. It was crazy. Number 4, the fact that we get to play as Venom, and I mean run through people, was ridiculous. I mean breaking backs, breaking necks, slinging these dudes through the air. At certain spots, I paused the game to think about what I was doing, because what the hell am I doing? Truly, What the heck was I doing? The little boss battle with Miles and Martin Lee went crazy. Nothing too much on that other than it made Miles realize forgiveness. Did the developers watch some Tyler Perry to get to that conclusion? 6. This one is about the actor Yuri, who voices Spider-Man. He's a good actor, let me tell y'all, because he knows how to do a good horror movie scream. There was a lot of times he was screaming and I was like, okay. You can be in a horror movie. Okay, maybe a horror animation movie. Number 8. This is a little minor part, but I feel either everyone noticed or no one did. But I really like the scene where Peter came out of his Venom Rage Fest. The next day, after that had happened, everything sounded muffled.
Please. I wonder if Harry really needs the suit. I mean, if I keep it, the city's a better place. Everyone benefits. Everybody wins when Spider-Man's at his best, right? And Norman's a smart guy. I'm sure he'll figure out a different cure for Harry.
It was straight out of an action movie.
City living always has its moments. Guess we had to talk about it. Let's switch topics.
Like, you as the player could hear the symbiote taking over his thoughts or something. I don't know. Like, when he snapped out of it, you could hear a slight echoing of the voices of New York, and it sounded like he wasn't able to hear the outside world, just what the symbiote wanted him to hear. I feel so strange saying symbiote, but I literally can't say symbiote. What the fuck? I just said it. Okay, symbiote. But I was playing through my TV, so of course I couldn't hear everything, but I heard that echoing of voices and thought that was a nice touch to add to the game. I also liked when the voice talked mid-game, just swinging. On the way to one mission, I don't remember, but it was
Destroyed my life! I'm going to lose May's house because of them and... Craven.
Come of my life. I have a wife and 2 children who love me.
like, kill Craven. I physically paused the game because I was like, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. Number 9. Maybe this one should have went before number 8. I don't know. Maybe this should have been number 1. But my community. Easily the most underrated side mission in the game. Because when I was doing the first couple times, I was like, okay, where is this going? But I waited till the end of the story to finish this side mission, and I'm glad I did because they acknowledged a lot of black influential musical artists and dancers. It was a really touching part of the game because they really brought light to the real people through a game, and I really appreciate it. I may not have known all the people they added, but I do now. I even saw one of the people they added and I realized he was a character from the first Captain America movie, and I was like, okay. Fake people, real people, but this one was... I don't think many people are going to catch that one. I really like that mission. Number 10. The Peter and Miles fight. The fact, and I mean the literal fact, that they made them fight really takes the cake when talking about this game. You're telling me once Miles feels better, we get the squabble with Peter? We knew it was coming, but not right after Craven like that. Uh-oh. I feel as I was playing, I had some gripes, but now that it's been a while, the story was good. I'll say that. The story was really good. I literally pulled out my voice app and gave it a 6.87 as I finished the game. It is now an 8 out of 10 because it's been a couple months. I don't know what I was thinking that night. But let me explain. The story was good. The gameplay was good. And the use of those web wings were phenomenal. The fact that they had our main villains in the game for a good amount of time to eventually come together at the end was good. I think the only problem I found myself having was the fact that it overall didn't seem finished in certain spots. I don't know, like you do a mission, but then it feels like more should have happened in it. And maybe I'm impatient, but with that ending and knowing what's about to come, the story itself didn't feel conclusive. Not for a sequel. Like you feel part 3 is coming, but you just have to wait 5+ years for it because it's a game. But let me just stop and say, Harry should have died.
And it got loud as fuck. Got supported up to club hoes, got wild as fuck.
Like he was damn near there. I appreciate everything they reflected on, even though the game could have gone deeper into the relationship. But like if you're gonna have Peter drop a sentimental statement like, I love you, more than their quick rekindled friendship needs to happen. Like a flashback of Peter at Harry's mom's funeral, Peter and Harry going through some high school-y things. Heck, Peter seeing Harry go down but not really grasping the fact that he's getting sick. Like I said, it's been months and I don't really remember the storyline or the chronological events that happened before Harry left, but something more needed to give in than this brotherly love and then a quick, oh, we're done with this story. Like, the first game felt poetic when Aunt May died. Peter was gut-wrenched. You felt for the guy. You get to the ending of this game and it's like they just threw that in there just to put you in your feels for a while. And then nothing. There was nothing that hit you like, damn, that just happened. It was more of a, well, that just happened. Here comes Norman. Like, there should have been more to it.
So, like, if you've made it to this part, let me tell you that this was recorded in March. Like, my points have changed, but I don't care anymore. Like, I'm done. I've been working on this forever for no reason. I'm tired.
If they come out with another Miles game in the meantime, before Spider-Man 3, all I hope is they tell another good story in that game, because his game was too good. I just hope, and I really do hope by that time, I personally learn how to parry, because I can't parry for shit.
Damn, he greedy, busy nigga, eat it up. Red rice, that pussy, baby, gonna beat it up.
And I knew Sony would connect everything. Like Miguel, whoever Delilah is, I knew they would connect it all. Oh my gosh.
Hi? Who are you?
Me? I'm just a bartender who does favors for people every now and then. And I've learned that rogue spider bots are dangerous and bad for business. Let me take those off your hands. Whoa. Thank you, Spider-Man. We can always count on you to do the right thing.
You're welcome.
And if Miguel comes looking for these, tell him finders keepers.
Wait, who's Miguel?
What the hell was that?
I, wish I knew.